it showing you starting event? I think it's just waiting for. Okay, I think we're live now. So I guess you can just start.
We're live. Hi everyone, it's Jeff Bullis here. Now, I'm looking forward to hosting this webinar with Outgrow. Now, the holidays are around the corner. We're already in November, and we know that the period between Thanksgiving and New Year's is going to be a busy time for all marketers. But some interesting facts. In 2019, over 165 million consumers shopped between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. In fact, the online sales of Black Friday hit an all-time high of $7.4 billion US. I think it's safe to say that 2020 is going to be a bit different. Holiday marketing is never a cakewalk, but with the pandemic taking over and gradually subsiding, we hope, the situation has changed drastically. The coronavirus pandemic has caused many customers to decrease their spending and change the way they shop online. Naturally, online marketers are trying to adapt to that change. Even the way marketers approach the biggest shopping days of the holiday season, the season is changing. Major retailers like Target and Walmart, they're hosting month-long sales and online initiatives to offer their customers safer ways to shop. In 2020, the competition is fiercer than ever. So professionals have to come up with unique and innovative ways to market their products. This is exactly why I decided to do this webinar with my friends at Outgrow. Dr. Saksham Sharda, the creative director at Outgrow, is here to talk about interactive content, which is a very effective marketing technique that can help you boost your sales and brand visibility. Everyone from Amazon to Sephora to Netflix is now using this technique to drive engagement. Interactive content like quizzes, calculators, contests, and e-commerce recommendations are also a great way to boost your social media and email marketing efforts. As you may know, both of these channels are the most effective when it comes to holiday marketing. Interactive content provides real value to customers by providing personalized responses and encourages them almost instantly. Our presenter Saksham has some great ideas and actionable tips to share with you. I myself am very excited to learn more about this. Saksham, over to you.
Thanks for introducing me, Jeff. I'll take it over from here. Thanks a lot. Okay, so can everyone see the slides? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start now. So I'm going to talk about using interactive content, specifically to boost your Xmas, Christmas, Black Friday, and New Year's marketing. Let me just start by talking about interactive content first. Standing out online is tough. Your customers are immune to ads and salesy landing pages. If you think they don't have ad blockers installed, you're probably still living in the 14th century. And to top it all, everyone online has the attention span of a goldfish, which is to say they lose their interest in your content within 30 seconds. So obviously no one has the time to read through long and boring ebooks or long and complicated website descriptions. So the point is, even if you do manage to attract people to your website, selling something to them is even tougher because there's so much information and so much competition. Your customers have so many things to choose from that if you have not positioned your website correctly, they end up with choice paralysis and buy nothing. So you need something that makes shopping fun, interactive, personalized, and helps your clients buy something in their own pace and in their own time. And that is the only way you're going to be able to make your brand visible during this entire shopping season, where a lot of big brands are going to be competing against you. So that is where applets and widgets come in. An applet or a widget is a simple interface that allows a user to perform a function, access a service, or that improves user flow in general, while at the same time increasing the conversion or the rates by which people buy your product by 30 to 40%. And on our website, outgrow.co, you can find more than 1,000 such templates across 18 industries that you can customize without the need for developers or coders. To give you just one example here, say on a lawyer's website, the primary call to action was just contact me. Now think about it from the perspective of a potential client. There are billions of lawyers out there with the same call to action. So how do you even go about picking one? Now imagine if the primary call to action was instead, see how much I can save you in legal fees? Or which state should I incorporate my business in? Which link do you think is providing more value, and which link is the customer more likely to click on? Similarly, say on a website for sunglasses, the primary filter is just sunglasses for men and sunglasses for women. The customer is still left with a billion other options to choose from in what seems like a never ending laundry list. And this is what's going to happen on Black Friday. There's just going to be too many options, too many discounts to choose from. So now imagine instead if there was an e-commerce recommendation widget like, which sunglasses suit your face the best, that asks questions like, what is your face shape? What is your skin tone? What is your hair color? How old are you? What are your favorite actors? And so on and so forth, and then recommends a bunch of sunglasses that suit you the best. And just before providing the recommendation, there is a lead generation form so that even if the user doesn't end up buying the product, he still enters his email to see what product suits him the best. And this allows you, because the key thing is that he still enters his emails to see what products suits him the best. And this allows you to later follow up with the customer because you already know all the details about his preferences. So to understand why this is helpful, imagine if you walk into a physical store in a shopping mall, and a sunglasses shop of a famous brand like Prada or Gucci or something. So in most cases, there would be a shop assistant who is specialized in this field and is able to help you pick out glasses that suit you the best. Now, in the real world, not all brands can afford a shop assistant like that. But in case you have a virtual store or an e-shop, and especially in case of the Black Friday and Christmas shopping season that's coming now, where all brands have to sell their goods online, and no one has the advantage of a physical store over your brand. So, no one has a physical store open. No one has salespeople in the stores. Everyone has to market online. So it costs you almost nothing to design such a recommendation widget on Outgrow. Now, this puts you at a huge advantage because now you can actually play at the same level as these huge, well-established brands. In fact, the more creative you get, the better chance you have of providing a service that might be better than the ones these brands have online. And the best thing is you can make these widgets and applets on Outgrow directly on our website using drag and drop tools and without the need for any coders or developers. So there are 8 fundamental or basic types of widgets that you can either use independently or that you can combine with each other to make something more complex. These 8 basic widgets are calculators, quizzes, tests, polls, recommendations, chatbots, forms, surveys, and contests. And like I said, you can always build a user flow experience that's a combination of one or more of these widgets. And the best thing is you can also embed it anywhere on your website, on your, Christmas emails, on your greet bars, pop-ups, chatbots, or even side notes. So as you've already figured out, you can use interactive content to tightly target very particular sets of customers on your social channels during the upcoming holiday season, and also to target customers at every stage of the funnel. So in addition to this, there's several other benefits of using applets and widgets in this marketing season. Firstly, they are more likely to go viral because they're providing value and are ideal for social media. Secondly, they can also help guide your clients through complex intake procedures at their own pace and in their own time. So, even if you are guiding them to buy a particular product, it's guiding them in their own pace and in their own time to do this. So in this case, what you see is a calculator that shows the clients of an advertising agency how much money they should be spending on paid advertising. So if you're an advertising agency that is trying to sell advertising plans to other agencies who want to market during the Black Friday and Christmas period, then you can have customized plans that you can show on your website. So this is very particular for services instead of products. So you can use calculators to show how much valuable or which pricing plan they should pick. So thirdly, as you can see in this cost savings calculation widget, they help to increase the time people spend on your site and give them a great user experience and user flow. while at the same time presenting data in an infographic way that helps it sink better into audiences. And here, fourthly, as you can see in this chatbot widget, they look professional and they set your service apart from the pack. You can make these widgets perform a variety of functions in a conversational manner. You can use GIFs and logic jumps to make them interact better and to make them seem more human. And fifthly, as you can see in this lead assessment embed, they turn website blockers into a fun activity that binds prospects instead of pushing them away and delaying their decision. Now, this is an experience that finds out if your company should raise venture capital. And we at Outgrow designed this widget template for Product Hunt, and it was voted as one of the top 10 products of the day by the 6 million strong audience. Now, key thing is that it provides instantaneous value in a fun and engaging way. And this is what's going to be important when you're trying to engage the audience in the upcoming shopping season. And finally, as you can see in this cost estimation widget, they help you easily sell packages, products, and services that have multiple variables. Now, these are just some of the basic ways in which you can use applets and widgets. I've used a lot of calculators in my examples here, but calculations are just one of 100 different things interactive content can do. The simple fact that you have to remember is that anything on your website that is currently static content can be converted into interactive content and shared on your social media to increase engagement during this shopping season. And it's entirely onto your imagination how you do it. And it's completely easy to do it because you need no coders or developers. You just need to go online on our website and play with tools and exercise your creativity. Like even I do it in my free time. When I had nothing to do, I designed this what is your risk of dying from coronavirus calculator that showed people their risk based on their age, health conditions, location, and a bunch of other factors, and then showed you how your risk compared to that of other diseases, as well as other kinds of risks, like, dying in a car accident or getting shot. And I also designed this simple widget that allows you to pick a free online Ivy League course based on the subject and school you want to study from. Now, the key thing is if you are marketing a particular course for the upcoming, holiday shopping season, you can add discounts to your courses. But what's really going to help people out is if you have an interactive widget that helps them pick a course in the first place. You have to make the decision-making process easier for them. And that's what interactive content helps you do. And this was another widget that was featured on Product Hunt, Trend Hunter, and Feedly that shows you how much you can make by Airbnb your property. So we had a lot of real estate marketing that was happening around this. And finally, when I got completely sick of all the disasters that happened in 2020, me and my friends got together and made this quiz that ranked the first, second, and third on Product Hunt. And so basically, people and companies are using applets and widgets for their website and social media across the board. Now, did you know that in 2013, the most read article on New York Times was actually a recommendation widget? And not just on the New York Times, the BBC, CNN, and a whole bunch of other websites use quizzes and tests to boost engagement and collect marketing data. So you must have heard of BBC's very viral weekly news quiz test that they share every week. Did you know that 7 of the 10 most read articles on BuzzFeed are interactive quiz widgets? In fact, quizzes are single-handedly responsible for BuzzFeed's meteoric rise that we have seen in the past decade. Even Amazon regularly uses e-commerce recommendations to boost their sales, and they're using them a lot in this holiday shopping season. So I think everyone should take a leaf out of their book and try to do the same. And again, we can see companies, small and large, across the board use these widgets for micro marketing and social media advertising. Here's an example of a Chelsea quiz that gathered 7,000 likes and 1,000 comments. So at a first glance, this just looks like a fun quiz, but the key thing is to understand that widgets like these are collecting a lot of marketing data. So you can sponsor such posts on social media, engage with people during tournaments, and cash in on Twitter trends during this holiday season. Now, this widget is particular to sports, but you can make something like this for some TV show, award ceremony, conference, or any trending event related to your company. In fact, applets and widgets and interactive content have been a very crucial part of HubSpot's growth and their whole inbound marketing approach, because the whole point with inbound marketing is your ability to provide targeted value to each website visitor. Between 2006 and 2011, HubSpot's free website grader was used to grade more than 4 million websites. So anyone could enter a URL and get insight about which aspects of a site were performing well and which ones could be better. And this company, Sipsby, created a tea recommendation widget that increased its lead generation by 50%. So like I showed you earlier, it's a virtual shop assistant that can easily close the sale for you by giving personalized recommendations. And this is exactly what you need to be doing in a time where, all the shopping has moved online. So you need to be able to beat your customers' decision paralysis and make sure that you're leading them to a choice so that they use your discount instead of someone else's. And here you can see Nokia using a trivia widget giveaway at Mobile World Conference Barcelona that helped them gather marketing data and then target their audience later during, particular shopping seasons. So you can use contests or giveaways, giveaway widgets to easily generate a buzz around your brand or hashtag, because all you need to do is give away one prize for which possibly 1,000 people are going to compete and share your hashtag. And we have a lot of templates for contests that are available in the Outgrow template section, and you can check them out on our website. And it just takes less than 5 minutes to edit one of these and put them on your website, try the 7-day trial and test them out. If they don't work, try a different template. So you really have the choice to do that. So also, if you don't want to give a physical prize in a contest, you can always make virtual prize contests. So, like a contest in which someone gets a chance to be featured on your blog, or a Christmas contest for a 7-day free trial of your product. So it's really up to you, what you want to give in the contest. And here we can again see an e-commerce recommendation widget by Sephora that suggests lipstick types based on the user's answers. So you can use similar widgets for any products you sell, example, watches, sunglasses, makeup sets, advertising plans, pricing plans, etc. And here we can see a fashion brand that's using an e-commerce recommendation widget to pair up styles for its users. So again, it's working like a shop assistant who helps you browse the store. You can also build this as a chatbot widget so that the shop assistant seems more conversational. And in this webinar's, the site section on the right, you would be able to see a special discount, which will let you extend your 7-day trial to 30 days on Outgrow, and you're able to pick any of these templates and use them for your own company. So feel free to do that. So the point is, this is working like a shop assistant who helps you browse the store. You can also build this as a chatbot, so that's totally possible. Also, if you're an affiliate for a company, so that means, by which I mean that if you're selling a company's products and you make a commission each time you sell something, what you can do is that in the outcome section of your e-commerce widget, you can embed your personal affiliate marketing link so that the company knows that the new customer came through you. And here's a case of a simple interactive advertisement that helps this company do market research and understand its users' tastes. On Outgrow, you'll be able to find 1,000 such pre-made templates that you can use to conduct market research across 18 different types of industries. You can choose from over 10 different question types, including multiple select, single select, text input, drop down, numerical sliders, ranking grids, opinion scales, ratings, date time pickers, and even like the ability for people to upload a file so that, if they need to upload a bill or, certain kinds of pictures, it's totally possible for them to do that. So you can do that. And you'll also be able to automatically trigger follow-up emails based on how the questions were answered. So if someone actually doesn't buy anything, you're able to set up an email sequence that follows up with them and encourages them to buy or recommends products that they might be interested in. So this is to take care of abandoned carts. You can totally do that using our templates. So what we have to understand that is that in all these cases, a lot of market research is being done by the widget because it's collecting data that can later be used for micro marketing and for retargeting people. And so it's not just about this upcoming shopping season. The point is the data you collect, the marketing data that you collect in the shopping season, because everyone's online, is the data that you can later use in 2021 to remarket and re-engage these people and to keep your audience constantly engaged. And so the point is, it can be used for micro marketing and for targeting particular kinds of customers based on how they answered the questions. So in this case, a free t-shirt is being given to people who complete the survey. So needless to point out, applets and widgets and interactive content is being used across the board. In this case, by an ex-presidential candidate who is looking to explain her ideas better to the people. So, and if politicians think it's a good way to get people's attention and give them value, then you should probably be doing it as well. And here you can see how a restaurant is using a build your own burger widget to collect orders and make deliveries. And you can do something like this for any industry. And here again is a simple retirement savings calculation widget by UBS. And what this and all of these other examples reveal is that we're living in the information age. And if we want to connect with our customers, we need to be able to present information in an interactive and easily understandable way. And to put all this in perspective, you have to keep in mind that these interactive widgets are operational 24/7 on your website and social channels, and they are all the time collecting helpful data that you can constantly monitor to see how well your campaigns are performing. You can monitor this data by geographies, devices, traffic sources, browsers. So you're able to see, for instance, that people from a particular country are using the widget more. So you can personalize the widget for that particular country. Or if people are using your interactive content piece more on a phone, you can adapt it more for mobile usage. Or if people are being referred to your widget by a particular website, you can adapt this widget or future widgets to the demographic trends of that website. So all of this data is easily available in your Outgrow analytics section. You can see how this data progresses through user funnels or compare it to the data collected by other widgets, or you can make two versions of your interactive content piece and compare them to each other to see which one is performing better. And you are also able to generate custom reports depending on your needs. So if you go into user details on Outgrow, you can filter all this data and export it into an Excel. You can individually email all these leads and get in touch with them. Or you can also set up automatic email sequence follow-ups. And because your widgets collect data about the user's needs, you can personalize each email to include that data so that the customer feels that you're having a personal conversation with them. Again, once you look at these analytics, you'll be able to see that some leads have gone inactive. So you can also create email sequences that will automatically re-engage and reactivate these inactive old leads. So basically the data, the marketing data that you collect in this shopping season, you'd be able to reuse, for Valentine's Day next year. So for any other. So the key thing is that all of this data, all of these leads will be in your database and you'd be constantly be able to market to them in the future. So, and finally, you can export all of this data to any of our integration partners who can help you enrich this data using Clearbit, for instance, or create marketing flows with this data using HubSpot, for instance, or create email sequences using Aweber, for instance. So I'm going to wrap up my talk with a little explanation about why you need interactive content for the upcoming marketing season. And that's the key thing is because we're living in the information age, and it's the term given to the contemporary period of the 21st century that is characterized by the rapid shift from traditional industry to an economy based on information and technology. Now, in a commercialized society, the information industry can allow individuals to explore their personalized needs, therefore simplifying the procedure of making decisions for transactions and significantly lowering costs both for producers and for buyers. So the point is, when something like coronavirus happens, the entire supply chain is disturbed. Only companies that are able to adapt to this disturbed supply chain, and companies that are able to produce and deliver products and help people buy products that they actually need. So companies that make the buying process easier, that make choosing easier, are the ones that are going to be able to clock a high amount of sales in this season. So how do you adapt your company for this information age? It's simple: by showing customers how effective your products and services are, and to what extent they can meet the customer's personal, individual, and particular needs. And nothing does this better than applets and widgets that interact with the customer. So that's the end of this session. If you want to claim a trial that's longer than 7 days, you can go to the offers section of this webinar and you can just claim it from there. There's a claim now button, and that will allow you to have a 30-day trial, which would basically cover a majority of the shopping season. You can use any one of our templates from outgrow.co/examples. You'll see a lot of templates there for the shopping season. Just adapt them, see if they work out. If they don't work out, try another template. You have 30 days of having fun with the software, so try to use that. And if anyone has any questions, let us know in the chat.